These three trades are desperately hiring right now. Right now, three skilled trades are so desperate for workers, they're doing something they've never done before. Hiring people with zero experience at wages that used to require years in the field. I'm JV Charles. I've spent 30 years in skilled trades, from union carpenter to project manager to UAW inspector, and I've never seen hiring demand like this before in my life. And today, I'm breaking down the three trades hiring the most aggressively in 2026, what they're actually paying, and exactly how you can get hired, even if you've never swung a wrench in your life. A wrench? Yeah, a wrench. Let's go. Welcome back to JV Charles TV, where I give you the unfiltered truth about skilled trades career that pay great, you don't need a college degree to get into. Then here's what's happening right now. The skilled trade shortage isn't coming. It's here, and it's getting worse. Companies are so desperate they're lowering their hiring requirements, raising starting wages, offering signing bonuses, and training people from scratch who never worked in the trades before in their lives. This is your window. If you've been thinking about breaking into the skilled trades, this is the easiest it's ever been to get your foot in the door right now in 2026. And I'm going to give you three specific trades that are hiring like crazy right now. What plumber pay and HVAC pay actually look like in 2026, and the exact steps to get hired in the next 30 to 60 days. So hit subscribe for me, it's free to you and it helps the channel, and if you want real talk on building wealth in the trades, you're at the right spot. So let's break it down. Trade number one that's desperately hiring right now, HVAC technician. In the shortage, the United States alone needs 300,000 HVAC technicians over the next 5 years. That's not a projection, that's the gap between retirements and new workers entering the field. Companies are begging for people. Every HVAC contractor I know is turning down work because they don't have enough techs to service the calls. So what does HVAC pay look like in 2026? A starting apprenticeship, $38,000 to $48,000 a year. Year 2 to 3 apprentice, $45,000 to $58,000 a year, and a journeyman HVAC tech, $60,000 to $90,000 a year. And if you're a senior specialized tech, $85,000 to $120,000 plus. And with overtime, this is where HVAC pay gets really interesting. Summer heat waves, winter cold snaps. When the systems fail, homeowners pay whatever it takes to get climate control back. Time and a half, double time on weekends, and emergency call premiums. A journeyman HVAC tech working consistent overtime during peak seasons can clear $90,000 to $110,000 annually. So why is the demand so extreme right now? There's three major factors. You know, one thing I've learned after decades of working around hardworking people, most folks aren't afraid of putting in the work. They'll spend 30 or 40 years building a career, saving for retirement, and trying to do everything the right way. But here's the part a lot of people put off, making sure all of that hard work is actually protected. Because the reality is, most retirement accounts are still heavily tied to the stock market. So when the market takes a hit, your retirement could take one too. Now, I'm not saying you should move everything, that's a personal decision, but a lot of people are at least looking into whether having a portion of the retirement backed by physical gold makes sense. That's why I partnered with Augusta Precious Metals. What I like is they don't press you into anything. They take the time to explain how a gold IRA works. They answer your questions and help you decide whether it's a fit for you in your own situation. If you've been thinking about protecting what you've spent a lifetime building but just haven't looked into it yet, now's probably a good time to get informed. Click the link down in my description or text JV Charles to 35052 to get Augusta's free guide. I've done my homework on Augusta before recommending them, guys. They are the best overall gold IRA company 4 years running, and that's why I'm comfortable pointing you in their direction. Learn how it works, ask your questions, and make the decision that's right for you. Factor one is climate change. Summers are hotter, winters are more extreme, and HVAC isn't optional anymore, it's survival. And systems are running harder than ever, which means more breakdowns. Factor number two, baby boomer retirement wave. Half the HVAC workers are over 50, and they're retiring in massive numbers. Not enough young people are replacing them. And factor number three, new construction boom. Every single new building needs HVAC systems installed. Residential, commercial, industrial, the demand never stops. So you might ask me, JV, how do I get hired in HVAC with zero experience? Is that even possible? Well, here's the pathway that's working right now. Step 1, build a foundational knowledge before you even apply. Learn HVAC basics online, refrigeration cycles, electrical fundamentals, EPA 608 prep. It takes about 4 to 6 weeks if you're serious. Step 2, apply to an HVAC company as a helper or apprentice. Walk into that interview knowing the terminology: compressor, condenser, evaporator, refrigerant. That alone puts you ahead of 80% of applicants who show up cold. And step 3, get hired. Most companies now will hire you with just basic knowledge and willingness to learn because they're so understaffed. And step 4, you learn on the job while getting paid. By month 6, you're useful. By year 2, you're running service calls yourself. A quick note here, that foundational knowledge I mentioned, there's a platform called Course Careers that teaches HVAC fundamentals online. Refrigeration, electrical, EPA certification prep, all of it. It's like $499 for the full course. And I'm affiliate, so I get a small commission if you use my link, but they've got a free intro course if you just want to test it out first. The link's down in the description. The point is, walking into an HVAC company with some knowledge, even just from a few weeks of online study, makes you immediately more hireable than someone with nothing. Now, how about some real talk about HVAC? The work isn't glamorous. You're in attics in July when it's 130 degrees. You're in crawl spaces, you're carrying equipment upstairs, but HVAC pay reflects that difficulty, and the job security, it's rock solid. People always need climate control. And if you can handle the physical demands and you're willing to learn, HVAC companies will hire you today and train you from scratch. I promise, the jobs are out there. Trade number 2 that's desperately hiring right now, plumbers. The shortage, the plumbing has the same problem as HVAC. Massive retirement wave, not enough new workers. The shortage is so bad that plumber pay has jumped 15 to 20% over the last 3 years in most markets. And plumbing companies are hiring anyone who can fog a mirror and isn't afraid of hard work. So what's plumbers pay look like in 2026? Apprentice year 1, $35,000 to $45,000 a year. Apprentice year 1, $35,000 to $45,000. Apprentice year 2 to 3, $42,000 to $58,000. And a journeyman plumber, $55,000 to $85,000 a year. Now, a master plumber, you're talking $75,000 to $125,000 plus. And with overtime and emergency calls, emergency plumbing pays massive premiums. Burst pipe at 2 a.m., sewer backup on Sunday morning, plumbers charge $150 to $300 per hour for emergency work. A journeyman plumber who takes emergency calls can easily push an annual income to $90,000 to $110,000 a year. Master plumbers running their own businesses, I've seen $150,000 to $200,000 plus when they're strategic about commercial work and emergency services. So why is plumber pay rising so fast? There's 2 massive drivers right now. Aging infrastructure. Most cities in America have plumbing systems that are 50 to 100 years old. Pipes are failing, sewer lines are collapsing. This creates constant emergency work. And the driver number 2, new construction. It's just like HVAC. Every new building needs plumbing. And when the housing starts climbing, the demand for plumbers is outpacing supply by a mile. So how does plumbers pay compared to other trades? Here's something interesting. Plumbers pay at the journeyman level is slightly lower than HVAC on average, with $55,000 to $85,000 versus HVAC's $60,000 to $90,000. But plumber pay at the master level and business ownership level actually exceeds HVAC in most markets. Why is that? Because emergency plumbing commands higher rates. A burst pipe or sewer backup is more urgent than a broken air conditioner. People pay whatever it costs to fix it right now immediately. Not to mention, plumbing businesses tend to have a higher per job revenue. An HVAC service call might be $300 to $800. A plumbing emergency can easily be $1,500 to $4,000. So how do you get hired in plumbing with zero experience? It's the same pathway as HVAC. You learn the basics online, plumbing codes, pipe systems, fixtures, water supply, drainage. You get conversational in the trade. Then you apply to a plumbing company as a helper or apprentice and show them you've done your homework. Step 3, you get hired. Right now, if you show basic knowledge and strong work ethic, plumbing companies will take a chance on you. In step 4, you earn while you learn. By year 2, you're making $45,000 to $55,000 a year. By year 4, you're a journeyman, clearing $60,000 to $80,000 a year. And here's some real talk about plumbing. Plumbing is physically demanding. You're dealing with water, waste, tight spaces, and occasional unpleasant situations. But plumber pay rewards that difficulty, and the career path is crystal clear. Apprentice, journeyman, master, and own your own business if you want. If you can handle the work, plumbing companies are hiring right now with minimal barriers to entry. Trade number 3 hiring desperately, electrician. The electricians are in the most critical shortage of all 3 trades. The demand for electricians is projected to grow 11% over the next decade, way faster than most other occupations. Every single thing being built needs electrical work. Plus the push towards electrical vehicles, solar panels, smart home technology, it's creating an entirely new demand on the top of existing work. And what do they get paid in 2026? An apprentice year 1, $38,000 to $48,000. Apprentice year 2 through 4, $45,000 to $65,000. Journeyman electrician, $60,000 to $90,000 a year. And a master electrician, $80,000 to $120,000 plus. Specialized electrician pay, this is where electrician pay gets real interesting. Specialize and you can blow past those numbers. An industrial electrician, for instance, is making $85,000 to $130,000 a year. Solar installation specialist, $70,000 to $110,000 a year. EV charging infrastructure, $75,000 to $115,000 a year. And with overtime, electricians on commercial projects routinely work 50 to 60 hours a week when deadlines are tight. Overtime, time and a half, or double time can push total annual income well over $100,000 for journeymen. And why is the demand exploding, you might ask? 3 factors are driving the electrician shortage. Factor 1, infrastructure upgrades. The electric grid is being modernized nationwide. That creates massive demand for electricians. Factor 3, technology integration. Smart homes, EV chargers, data centers, everything runs on electricity and needs qualified electricians. So how do you get hired as an electrician with no experience? The pathway is identical to HVAC and plumbing, but electrician apprenticeships are slightly more competitive because the pay ceiling is a little higher. But here's how you stand out. You learn the electrical fundamentals online before you apply. Basic circuit theory, Ohm's law, wire sizing, NEC code basics. This isn't optional. Electrical companies want to see you've studied. And number 2, you take an electrical certification that you can get cheaply. OSHA 10, basic electrical safety courses, and you stack these credentials. Step 3, apply strategically. Target residential electricians first. They're easier to get into than commercial or industrial. Build experience, then move up. Step 4, get hired and work your way through the apprenticeship. Most apprenticeships are 4 to 5 years. By the end, you're a journeyman making $70,000 to $90,000. Union versus non-union electricians? Here's a quick note. Union electrician apprenticeships pay more, $45,000 to $50,000 a year. Electrical work is less physical grueling than plumbing, but requires more technical precision. One mistake with electricity can be fatal, so safety and focus are critical, but the pay reflects the skill required, and the career paths are endless. Residential, commercial, industrial, solar, automation, data centers, marine electrical. If you like problem solving and technical work, electrical is one of the smartest trades to get into right now. Honestly, all 3 are great choices. You can make 6 figures at any one of them if you stick with it. The key is picking one and committing. And here's what I'd like you to do in the next 48 hours if you're serious. Pick one of these 3 trades, HVAC, plumbing, or electrical. Build foundational knowledge before you start applying. You can use that course careers platform I mentioned. They've got a free intro course for all 3 trades so you can test drive before committing. The link's down in the description. Then spend 2 to 4 weeks learning the basics. Then start applying to companies as an apprentice or a helper and walk into those interviews showing you've done your homework. That separates you from everyone else who shows up knowing nothing. If you do these steps and stay at it, you will get hired. The demand is too high and the shortage is too severe. Companies are hiring anyone who's serious. Thanks for checking out the video, guys. Subscribe to JV Charles TV for more breakdowns on skilled trade careers. Drop a comment. Which trade are you going after? HVAC, plumbing, or electrical? And let me know. I'm JV Charles. These 3 trades are desperately hiring right now. The opportunity is right in front of you, so go out and get it. Thanks for watching, guys.